Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the September 4th Parks and Recreation meeting. Samir? Kathy, will you do the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Sure. If you could please all stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have any public comments today? Oh, roll call. I want to go quick.
Commissioner Camargo,
Here.
Commissioner De Leon,
Here.
Commissioner Iglesias,
Here.
Vice Chair Pat Naik is absent, Chair Prado.
Here. Public comments? Do we have any presentations today?
Thank you, Madam Chair, members of the commission. We do have one employee that we're going to recognize during this presentation. Employees of the month for Recreation Services Division. These candidates are nominated by administrative staff in the Recreation Services Division. Individuals who have put forth the extra effort to further enhance the division's goal of providing the highest quality programs and services to the community are presented with this award. Tonight, we will recognize one employee for the month of July. Please come forward when your name is called. Adam Garcia. Recreation Leader 2, Adam Garcia, is being recognized for the month of July for his efforts at Heritage Park. Adam made outstanding contributions toward the success of the Family Entertainment Showcase, specifically the Thursday concerts and the Stars series. From setting up to tearing down and even making public service announcements, Adam greatly contributed to the success of each concert. In addition, he also took the initiative to complete tasks ahead of time and is willing to assist whenever needed. Adam's dependability and outstanding work ethic, are valuable assets to the Recreation Services Division. Congratulations, Adam.
Is that all we have?
That concludes our presentation portion.
Okay, so now we're on public comments, finally. Oh, I should look here.
So David Pyleman, I live in the southeast portion of Cerritos. I cannot give my street address because the governor has indicated that my street name has a bad word in it. Anyway, for after the election, there are 3 new commissioners. So let me just give a little brief here about the fact that in the past, I've been a former attendee and speaker at this commission, at the Parks and the Public Property Preservation, and at the council. And I again have started attending council meetings and property preservation. I didn't, Mrs. Prado, I didn't expect to speak tonight, but after looking at the agenda and noting the minutes from the last meeting and looking at the agenda for the council meeting on Monday night, I felt it would be important for me to speak. Far be it from me, when I speak at so many different meetings, to talk about restricting a community member from talking. But I have advocated to the council that they change the agenda so that there is a public comment section at the end of the meeting, and they have refused or are unwilling to do that. So therefore, at your last meeting, you had a public comment during the end of the meeting, and I don't think that's a precedent that we want to set because it can open up a can of worms. So the gentleman who spoke, he has spoken at a number of meetings, and I think it was appropriate for him to speak, but it needed to be during public comment section. So on Monday night's agenda for the council, on 9A is review and consideration of options related to Measure A funding compliance requirements. And I believe this is an issue that the Parks and Recreation Commission should have input on. I know the rules are that you cannot respond to my public comments tonight. However, I believe Mr. Patel could include in his comments later tonight a briefing for any of you that are unaware of what that item means. In my household, it means a lot because it changes the ability of certain people to have priority in assigning spaces at Liberty Park and at CPE. It changes the whole theory of how we allow reservations. Some of us advocate that we completely look at the policy of assigning facilities. As an interest, last night at the Planning Commission meeting, one of the commissioners wanted to open up a discussion about several planning issues, and this has to have the permission of the council for them to even discuss it. As two of you know, I spent the rounds last spring talking about efforts of the council to change the roles of all of the commissions, which was taken off the table by the new council, and I think it needs to be revisited in a different manner. So I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you tonight, and in the future I shall possibly return. Thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Madam Chair, if I may, I do also want to mention that we did receive one written correspondence by the deadline from Mr. Murali Vasuvadan, and the commission did receive a copy of this email.
Okay. Now, I know they came in on February 6th. Did we get any information? I know that I had heard it was going to be sent to, they were going to talk to the city manager to get some information on this. I know they said I'm talking about Sherry. Sherry said city ordinance would have to be changed. Do you know if anything was done on this?
Yes, thank you for the question. The city did provide a update at least to some of the procedures that we did with the Heritage Park staff. We did ask the staff to be more vigilant about the feeding of the wildlife at Heritage Park. We also did conduct a marketing campaign on the city's social media page. Also, there was an article in the Cerritos News following that meeting. And then also, there are signage that's out on the park in addition to the signage that is handed out by the staff when they see those people either feeding the waterfowl or the ducks or the geese. So it is something that we're trying to be aggressive about. And the city manager is aware of this issue and all of our, I guess, policies and procedures that we're doing to try to enforce or discourage the public from feeding the wildlife at Heritage.
Now, is there any way of maybe do we have custodians there, maybe power cleaning that so there's not so much, so that there's, people can walk around without the complaints? Because I mean, you can't do anything about them and all that's out there, but maybe cleaning it a little bit more frequently?
Yes, we do have our park gardeners that power wash on the sidewalks, typically on a daily basis, typically early in the morning when there are less people there, so it has time to dry. So we are actively trying to manage the excrement that is produced by all the feeding of the wildlife. And then you also mentioned about a municipal ordinance that was mentioned also in the comments in the email. And I don't think a city ordinance is necessary because there's already the California Fish and Wildlife Game Code, which is already a law that basically says the public should not feed wildlife because of the same reasons that we advertise for, that it causes malnutrition, it causes dependency on humans for their food. So it is already a California law to not feed wildlife,
Thank you
not
for
just
the
waterfowl, but
information.
all wildlife.
Thank you for the information. Anybody else have a
Yeah,
question?
Can I? Okay. Mr. Patel, thank you for all the clarification. But in one of the meetings, it was discussed that the signage would be a little bit bigger, bolder, and made visible to the people, because I think the existing signs do not lend to where people can really take note of it. And having a bigger sign with bigger fonts would thwart the people from doing all that. I think that was one of the things we had discussed. And then there would be also a small fine or something. I don't know if it is part of the ordinance or not, like $10 fine if somebody is caught in the act of doing that and violating the city rules.
As I mentioned, there isn't a current city ordinance or any fine associated with that ordinance, but there is a code in the California Fish and Game Code that basically says that. As far as the signage goes, I think we would refrain from larger or bigger signs. We can put additional signs out there to kind of spread out some of the notices. But bringing more attention and bigger signs, I think it goes against the aesthetic of the park and the overall feel of the park. But we can certainly look into add more signs. They're currently on large A-frames, fairly visible to see, but I think the real problem is people just ignore the signs. But something we'll definitely look at as to if we can add more signs out there. Sure.
That'd be a great idea of adding more signs so that people now can take notice of that, the city is serious about this. Thank you.
Okay, we are on number 6, consent calendar.
So we'll need a motion on the minutes for our last commission meeting.
I'd like to move a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I second.
Okay. Now we are on 7.
We have the electronic voting should be activated on your screens. If you can please vote.
Jose, did you? Okay. Mine's not working. But it's a yay.
Okay, we'll get, yes.
Uh-huh.
Hers is actually grayed out. I don't know why it's not tabulating.
Thank you, motion
Okay.
carries.
Now we are on 7A. Review and consideration of canceling the July tournament.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item 7A is the review and consideration of canceling the July 2026 Parks and Recreation Commission meeting and changing the time of the August 2026 Parks and Recreation Commission meeting. City is currently in the process of planning the 2026 calendar of events, and every year we look to see if there are any conflicting commission meeting dates that may need to be adjusted due to other city events. In 2026, the July commission meeting is scheduled for July 2nd, and with it being so close to July 4th, we are requesting that the meeting be canceled. As you are aware, recreation staff are very busy with the Let Freedom Ring celebration during this time, so it's very difficult to execute both the meeting and a citywide special event. And as many of you are aware, While the event occurs on July 4th, many of the setup, the street closures happens the day before, in addition to some of the other deliveries that happen earlier in the week. So that's part of the request as to why we want to cancel the July 4th meeting. In addition, the August 2026 meeting, which is scheduled for August 6th, we are asking the commission to reschedule that meeting to a special meeting at 5 p.m. to allow the commission to attend the city's National Night Out event at Heritage Park, which will begin at 7 p.m. It is recommended that the commission review the information provided in the report, receive public comments, cancel the July 2026 regular meeting, and cancel the August 2026 regular meeting, and schedule a special meeting at 5 p.m. Thank you.
It needs to be a motion, right?
I motion to accept.
I would like to second.
Any public comments on there? Seeing none.
If you could please vote on your screens, please. Thank you. Motion carries.
Okay, we are on 7B, review and consideration of the evaluation of the 2025 Youth Soccer League and Awards Program.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Item 7B is the review and consideration of an evaluation of the 2025 Youth Soccer League and Awards Program. Recreation Services Administrator Jill Toda will be providing the report this evening. Ms. Toda?
Thank you, Mr. Patel. Chairperson Prado, members of the commission, it's my pleasure to present highlights of the 2025 City of Cerritos Youth Soccer League and Awards Program. If I may please direct your attention to the screen. The 2025 Youth Soccer League began with games on Wednesday, June 18th, and ended on Monday, August 4th, with an award ceremony. All practices and games took place at the Cerritos Sports Complex. The league divisions are broken down on the screen, showcasing the 319 players that competed on 24 co-ed teams this summer, ranging from 5 to 14 years of age. This year's league was comprised of 85% Cerritos residents. 37 volunteer coaches contributed approximately 1,353 hours of service during the season. All volunteer coaches undergo a screening and certification process and are instrumental in teaching participants fundamental soccer skills and the value of teamwork and sportsmanship. 14 referees and 15 rookie division referees provided league officiating throughout the season. A picture day was held on Saturday, July 12th. Individual and team pictures were available for purchase. To reinforce sportsmanship, volunteer coaches were provided a Respect the Game, Sportsmanship Matters color-changing keychain to give to a player on the opposing team who displayed an act of sportsmanship. Pictured are some recipients along with their coach. This sportsmanship award reinforces the city's youth sports philosophy. Drop-in Coaches Fun Games gave volunteer coaches a chance to stay active, enjoy the sport they love, and connect with fellow coaches in a relaxed setting. The end of the season award ceremony was held on Monday, August 4th on the Island Stage at Heritage Park at 6:30 p.m. Highlights of the event included National Anthem performed by Cerritos resident Jerica Wu, awards presented by the Cerritos City Council and Parks and Recreation Commission, teams coordinated potluck picnics to celebrate the end of the season, and recreation staff coordinated relay races and volley soccer games. The Summer's Youth Soccer League was successful, offering youth a chance to build soccer skills, enjoy a supportive team atmosphere, demonstrate good sportsmanship, create new friendships, and most importantly, have fun. Staff continues to receive positive comments from Cerritos families on the quality of the league and will continue to provide a positive and enriching experience for all participants. It is recommended that the Parks and Recreation Commission review the information provided in the report, receive public comments, and receive and file this report. Thank you.
That was great, Jill. That was a great presentation. It's one of the programs that I just love. You know, walking out there, seeing all the kids, and this time we went around looking at all the parents, even enjoyed some food with them. And it's good seeing kids that grew up, coaches that you have there that grew up with my kids. It's good to see them coaching their own kids. So that I love that program. It's just great. Any comments?
Comment. I saw in the evaluations that some parents responded that they would have preferred one practice and one game per week as opposed to 2 games per week. What was the format and how many weeks is the total program?
Thank you for the question. It's typically about a 10-week, 7 to 10-week league, depending on, July 4th holiday. And so once the season starts, we typically have 1 to 2 games a week, depending on the holiday where the July 4th holiday lands. We also try to provide time in there for coaches to have practices. But these are volunteers, so some of them do go on vacation, and some of them try to schedule time for practices or not. And sometimes with having 2 games a week within the summer, it is hard. So we are taking that into consideration, provided the feedback from the coaches, and we are looking to come back with a game plan for next summer.
Now, we're still not doing weekend games, am I correct?
Thank you for the question. Yes, for summer, we only, because of the short time frame, we only play a Saturday game on picture day. So they come out on one Saturday for picture day, and during that week, we only play 1 weekday game and a Saturday game. So that week, they will play 2.
No, I love the way you run it. I think it's perfect. I know you always have some comments and but the way you have it, I think it's perfect.
I have a question. This youth soccer league, is this strictly for Cerritos residents? No non-resident can participate in this?
Thank you for the question. Just like all of our other registration for any of our classes that we offer through the city, we do give priority to Cerritos residents. So we do have a registration date set aside for Cerritos residents, which is typically the first Saturday of registration, actually the whole week. And then after that, we do take registration for non-residents. And then we also take a waiting list for all of our sports programs. And then we try to fill in the league after with whoever, residents or non-residents, based on space available in the program.
Thank you.
I have a question. For some reason, I thought that the number of trophies and the medals this year were like 325 or 350 as opposed to 400 plus the preceding year. Am I correct in that?
Thank you. So sometimes we do have ties for first, second place. This year we did not. So we only give trophies for first and second place. In soccer, we do give sportsmanship awards, points. So first and second place get trophies, and then third and fourth get medals only. And so if we were to have a tie for first place, we do honor ties. And so this year, unfortunately, we did not have any ties. So that equated to less trophies.
Got it.
This summer, which is why that happens.
Just an observation. So, thank you.
Okay, is there any public comments on this? No? So let's go to Jesse.
If there are no comments, we do want a motion to receive and file this report.
I can move. I'll move to receive and file.
I second. Next time you do it. Next time you do it.
Electronic voting has been activated.
Did you do yours?
You're the chair.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Okay. Eight A.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Recreation Services Administrator Jill Tota will be providing an update on upcoming recreation services programs and events, followed by Community Services Supervisor Jesse Zavala with an update on senior services. Ms. Tota?
Thank you, Mr. Patel, Chairperson Prado, members of the commission. In the months of September and October, Recreation Services will be offering a variety of programs for all ages. The Cerritos Ironwood 9 Golf Course will adjust their operating hours beginning on Sunday, September 7th, and will be open Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekends. The month of September is National Child Obesity Awareness Month. Statistics show that 1 in 3 American children are considered overweight. During the month of September, families across America can combat childhood obesity by encouraging children to consume more fresh fruits and vegetables and engage in regular physical activity. Cerritos residents are encouraged to do their part by taking advantage of the division's organized programming and fitness opportunities at the city's various parks. Tuesday, September 9th, marks the beginning of the Drums for Fun class at Heritage Park. The 6-week class is available to participants ages 5 to adult and are offered from 3:15 to 4:15 p.m. or 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Learn the basic techniques of drumming from a professional musician. Practice pads and sheet music will be provided. The cost is $98 for residents and $147 for non-residents. Little One's Hour, Acorn Explorers, will be held on Tuesdays, September 9th through the 23rd at Cerritos Park East, from 3:30 to 4:30 for 3 to 5-year-olds. Participants will enjoy a fun-filled hour of crafts, games, and stories. The cost is $18 for residents and $27 for non-residents. Space is still available to register for Parent-Child Mini Olympic Play Day, taking place on Saturday, September 13th at Cerritos Park East from 2 to 4 p.m. Participants will enjoy various games and activities while focusing on good sportsmanship and teamwork. Adult participation is required, and only the child must register for the class. The cost is $17 for residents and $26 for non-residents. The next installment of Adaptive Dinner and a Movie Night is scheduled for Saturday, September 13th. Participants 16 to adult will watch Paddington in Peru while enjoying dinner from a local restaurant. The program begins at 5 p.m. at Cerritos Park East. The cost is $10 for residents and $15 for non-residents. On Friday, October 10th, kids are invited to participate in Half Pints Night, titled Magical Madness. Children ages 3 to 5 years of age will participate in a variety of themed activities from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Liberty Park. Registration is $10 for residents and $15 for non-residents. Adaptive's Family's Halloween Party will take place on Friday, October 10th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at Cerritos Park East. Individuals with special needs and their families will enjoy an evening of creepy crafts, spooky snacks, and dancing. Pre-registration is required for participants and each member of the family attending. Don't forget to wear your costumes. Registration is $10 for residents and $15 for non-residents. On Saturday, October 11th, from 10 to 11:30 a.m., a teen workshop, The Fundamentals of Financial Management, will be offered at Heritage Park. This workshop is free and will help teens learn about budget, save and track expenses to build a good foundation of financial knowledge and healthy money habits. Space is limited, so pre-registration is recommended. Kids between the age of 5 and 14 are invited to enter Kids Poster Contest, themed Bring Art to Our City. Kids may create a drawing or painting no larger than 11 by 17 inches using their choice of materials such as pencils, chalk, crayons, and watercolors. Entries must be delivered to the Recreation Services Division at City Hall no later than 5 p.m. on Wednesday, October 15th. Winning posters will be displayed on the city's website, cerritos.gov, starting Monday, November 3rd through the month of November. In partnership with the Los Cerritos Center, the 2025 Halloween Festival will be held in the northwest parking lot of the mall on Friday, October 31st from 5 to 9 p.m. Highlights of the evening will include costume parades, free entertainment, carnival rides, game booths, and food trucks. All night wristbands may be purchased for $10. All participants must have a wristband to ride, and wristbands will not be sold after 8:30 p.m. Learn more about all of these programs in the Fall Community Services Program. You may also contact the Recreation Services Division at 562-916-1254 for more information. That concludes my report. My colleagues and I would be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Jill, for that presentation. Any questions?
I do have one. When will the night be held again?
The Halloween festival is on Halloween itself, on Friday the 31st, at the Cerritos Mall in the parking lot.
Thank you.
Is it the first time doing it at the mall?
No,
Oh, okay. It was at the mall before.
it should be there.
That's cool.
Good.
It's been working out pretty well. At first, I wasn't too keen on it, I've got to admit. But after talking to quite a few people, it seems like they liked it because it's more enclosed, so the kids, they feel safer with their kids.
It's
Being
by the
there.
Sears, where the Sears is. And I think it's the third year in a row that we are doing this, right? If I'm correct?
Yeah,
Third-
as
third-
we came
yeah.
out of the pandemic,
Pandemic, yeah.
yes, we moved locations. We used to do it at Donkonabe Community Regional Park, and we did move it to the Los Cerritos Center, and it's worked out great for us.
Yeah, it has. It has.
Yep.
You should come this time, Kathy. I'll see you. I'll buy a hamburger.
Okay. Next, Jesse?
Thank you. I'd like to provide some updates at the Cerritos Senior Center. First, just want to mention that we had a great summer at our senior center with many successful classes, activities, special events, private reservations, and most importantly, keeping our seniors cool and safe. Special thanks to our volunteers and our instructors, along with our amazing staff. A few of our upcoming classes. On Monday, September 8th, we have our Living Trust class. It's held from 11 a.m. to noon. A representative from Living Trust Corporation will speak about this benefit and how this legal tool for financial planning allows a person to hold another person's property for the benefit of someone else. If no one can make that class, there's also another class offered on Friday, September 12th, same time frame, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. On Tuesday, September 9th, we have using relaxation and guided imagery to manage pain. This class is also free and a virtual class. This will be spoken about regarding a representative from the Independent at Home, and it will also speak on how to help individuals better cope with chronic pain. Estate planning will be held on Wednesday, September 10th from 10 to 11 a.m. A representative from New York Life will speak on how to protect assets and ensure wishes are honored. Topics will include wills, trust, and the power of attorney, helping you gain peace of mind for the future. Aging in Place will be held on Tuesday, September 16th from 10 to 11 a.m. This class is also free. A real estate agent from Brick & Co. will speak on how to carefully consider planning about how to get, as you get older, aging in your home. Stop the Bleed will be held on Wednesday, September 17th from 1 to 2 p.m. A representative from the Los Angeles Department of Public Health will present on how to understand how uncontrolled bleeding is the leading cause of preventable death and trauma. Injuries can happen anywhere from accidents at home to incidents in the workplace, and knowing how to stop bleeding could save a life. Tuesday, September 30th, Good Sleep for Emotional Well-Being will be held from 9 to 10 a.m. A representative from the Los Angeles Department of Mental Health will speak about the importance of sleep and how to get helpful tips on healthy sleep habits. On Saturday, September 27th, from 8 a.m. to noon, we will have our shredding and compost event at the Cerritos Senior Center. Cerritos residents may bring up to 2 banker-sized boxes and of documents for shredding at no charge. Staples and paper clips may be left on documents, but paperwork should not contain any binder clips or 3-ring binders. Documents will be shredded on site at the program. This is a secure way to dispose of paperwork that contains private information. There's also an opportunity to receive free fresh compost. Participants may bring their own container no larger than 35 gallons to hold the compost. Staff will be on site to assist residents in obtaining compost material. This event is first come, first serve, and will end when the truck is at capacity. So we just want to give everyone a heads up. Our health and wellness fair will be occurring on Friday, October 3rd from 8:30 a.m. to noon for residents, and entry beginning at 9 a.m. to noon for the general public. We will close on Friday, October 2nd at 1 p.m. to help set up and prepare for this health fair. The Cerritos Senior Center Annual Health and Wellness Fair. The theme for this year is Improve Your Health for a Better Self. The annual fair also connects seniors to resources encouraging a healthy, well-rounded approach to aging. Seniors ages 50 and older are eligible to undergo free health screenings. A photo ID with current address is required to register and participate. The event ends at noon and the Cerritos Senior Center will close immediately following the event. If you have any questions, please feel free to stop by in person or give us a call at 562-916-8550. We are also accepting vendors. We have about 15 spots remaining. That concludes my report. I'm available to answer any questions.
Thank you, Jesse, for your presentation. Any questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Public comments? None. So we're on 8B. Anybody have anything to share?
My colleagues and I attended a required workplace harassment prevention training program that was held at CCPA Share Room last August 19th. I also attended, along with my colleagues, the Thursday concert under the stars, where we were officially introduced to the public as members of Park and Recreation Commission. We were treated to a very good concert performed by a band that played classic 80s music. Real fun. I also was in attendance to honor the local volunteers of Cerritos held at the CCPA Share Room last month, given by the city of Cerritos. Those volunteers are awesome. That's my report. Thank you.
I was over at the luau for the Cerritos Senior Center. We had 120 people attend. They all had a very good time. Food was good. I was surprised there were so many people. I think we need to build a bigger place because it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So you guys do a great job over there. And that's all I've got for today.
Well, I did attend the concert at the park. Fantastic concert, great music, and the food was good. Thank you, Sameer, for giving me the coupon. I was hungry at 5 o'clock. But no, it was great, and I think it was very well attended. And I think I saw folks from even other cities that congregated at the park. So all in all, it was a great, great turnout. And the weather was also quite good. Thank you.
Well, that concludes our meeting for today for September 4th. Good to see all of you, and thank you for your presentation and all your work out there.